Really?
Alright, welcome to Judge Dredd. I am Traviktox, I'm running this game. With me, my co-commentator bambooshadow.
Hi everyone, how you doing?
And then I would say I'm ready. I give the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo! Let's go!
Alright, so this is Judge Dredd, a game based on a movie with the same name and starring Sylvester Stallone, maybe you know it. And this is a classic action platformer where you can shoot, kill, run and jump, and you can also arrest the enemies, but you won't see this in this speedrun because it wastes a lot of time. So yeah. This game is structured in 26 missions, where you have to achieve a primary mission in order to open the exit door. For example, here you have to destroy these boxes. Oh, I missed one of the boxes. Because you have to be on screen when you destroy them. Usually, I wonder which one of them. All right.
There we go, no problem. It's the introduction stage, so it's quite small and everything is pretty close still. But that should open up the last box for the exit. And now we enter level 2, and already the very glitchy part of the game starts, because Traviktox is very soon setting up for a ground clip. So what he does is he jumps on a ladder to like sort of corrupt the RAM value of his height, and then he tries to kill himself while he's standing on another ladder. And what that does is he's also taking some damage there to lower his HP. And now very soon we will see the jump on the ladder to the left here. There it is. And now he's killing himself on that other ladder here. And what that does is it's not resetting the value, which like sort of saved his height, and that made him jump at the ceiling there and made him clip through the ground. So that's a ground clip, and a very special one, because you have to like sort of trick the game in that case here. And yeah, that was a beautiful stage 2. Pretty well done.
Yeah, with that we skip the first boss. We won't see him. Now coming up the third level, and with the introduction to the next set of glitches. It's the terminal wall glitch. Here you have to activate these terminals, and usually there's an animation of like half a second. But if you time your kick jump right, you're able to skip the animation. This is just a small time save, but if you afterwards hold up, you're able to hold your momentum, because you get sucked into the middle, and then you can hold your momentum, which we will see right here after the intermission, and you can even clip through walls.
Beautiful wall clip. Yeah, I mean the kick jump, it does a lot of damage. I mean, it's of course riskier when you battle enemies, because you have to go into close combat. But it's it's very helpful to skip the small animations with the terminals there, and you see Traviktox basically doing it every time. I mean, there's also lots of other stuff going on, because he's like skipping most of the enemies there. Luckily the enemies don't have hitboxes, so you can just walk through them. But you know, if they do their attacks, they still stun you for the period you're getting hit, for the period of time you're getting hit.
Yeah, one important part is that if you want to get damage, you want to be in the air running, because then there's no damage animation. So it's pretty important to, when you get damaged by them, you want to be running in the air.
Yeah, and you see the small room here, that's like a perfect candidate for another terminal wall glitch, of course, to just be able to clip through the wall there.
Yeah, there are a lot of levels where you have to activate these terminals.
Yeah, but that's like the main thing in this game, that you have to walk through these small mazes and, you know, either hack the terminals or destroy those boxes like we saw in the first 2 levels. And later we also have to destroy some fuel barrels of some sort, I guess.
Yep. And as you can see here, you even ignore gravity. This one is a bit harder because the ceiling is so low.
Yeah, low ceilings are difficult in this game. There we go. I think it's funny that it also shows your accuracy, you know, that like always takes you back to the times where you played, like, I don't know, like Counter-Strike mods where it shows your accuracy, you know, how well you're hitting and whatnot. And yeah, 85% accuracy, that's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, if I don't shoot much, I always hit.
Yeah, I guess you also mostly shoot to just like stun the enemies so they're not attacking you, right?
Yeah, I do it because I want to trigger their attack, so I can control more how they shoot. Because when they see me, they shoot me, or when I shoot them, they shoot me.
There we saw the full animation, because the jump kick didn't work, but you saw it's like not that much slower, like you said, half a second, right?
Yeah, something around that.
But it's, you know, a small time save, and you see us like doing them at every possible place. And well, like especially here where we have conveniently placed the exit door right next to the last terminal. Always nice.
And even skip the second boss.
Oh yeah, like we're not seeing a lot of bosses, I've heard.
Here at the start of the level, the story has even impact on your gameplay, because you get arrested in the story, and for the gameplay you lose all your weapons, but it's not a big problem for the speedrun. You didn't collect that much weapons, so it's fine. And you're good to go for the next boss that's coming up in the next level with grenades.
Yeah, like how important is health management, would you say?
Usually I have enough HP to survive all the levels. I do not have to pay that much attention to it. Sometimes there are some areas where it can be dangerous to lose one life, but it's not a problem because, as you can see in the top, I have 3 lives, more than enough to survive the game, so it's not that dangerous. So coming up the first boss, gonna start with a grenade and just spam grenades.
First boss we're actually seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no terminals in those stages, so no terminal wall glitches, right?
Yeah, the problem is he also opens the exit door, so I actually have to kill him, even if I get to the exit door with some terminals or whatsoever.
It's interesting that they did it for some stages and for others not, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's required, because in the level with the boss, he dropped the Book of Law to prove my innocence, so it was required to kill him. So yeah, a lot of weapon drops, because in this stage and the next one, I have to destroy again the boxes, and this time it gives me a lot of ammunition.
Yeah, I guess ammunition management is rather important than health management in that speedrun.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, those desert stages, that was interesting, because that was like the first time I thought, because I haven't seen the movie, and I thought like, oh, is that still the movie script? But it actually is, right? I mean, like you said, that it's pretty, I don't know, pretty much the same as the movie, you know?
Yeah, half of the game, because the story, after the story of the movie, it continues with the comics.
Yeah, we will see that later.
Yep. Here in this level you have to collect these keycards in order to open these gates. Here the keycards I'm gonna collect here. The good part is usually you have to collect like 5 or 6 keycards, but because we skip half of the level, again with the terminal wall glitch.
Surprise.
They are not even required here, these terminals to activate, but if they're here, I can use them of course, and clip half of the level.
It's so cool that we, you know, get boosted up those stairs and just sliding through the hallway.
You do not
to clip
ignore
through here.
everything.
Yeah. And boom, exit. Yeah, like the terminal wall glitch, we've seen that a couple of times. And we will see the ground glitch very soon again, where we do some manipulation, and the next ground glitches Traviktox is doing are a little easier to execute because you don't have to, like there you saw him jumping almost randomly, and what he did there was like he clipped it again through the floor, you know, and that is the thing. If you like don't have to drop down the ladder like he had to earlier in the second level, then you just like can jump on the stairs there, and that saves the height or like the player's position, the height of the player position, and then you can like execute it pretty easily. That was a pretty straightforward stage.
Yeah, now coming up the first short auto-scroller. Here you have to get hit 10 times, so I don't bother with the enemies in the background. They just give extra points that I do not need.
Oh yeah, high scores. Talking about the old games and the high scores at the top, you know. I guess this game doesn't even have a save battery, right? So the high score board resets after every game cartridge reset.
Yep. Here is the introduction to ABC robots, the strongest non-boss enemies. Here I even have to kill them. They are pretty strong. If they hit me, they do a lot of damage. And the optimal way to kill them is using 2 high explosive weapons. This is also the weapon I'm gonna use against most of the bosses. Here again I can use even the kick because I have enough time. Because here's the cycle I cannot get earlier, that platform, and the jump is not possible to make.
Task confirmed, sort of.
Yep. Not even
because this game doesn't have too many runners yet. Emphasis on yet. But it has a task, which is not too bad, I guess. And there we saw another ground glitch, by the way. Sorry, ground clip.
Here I'm gonna use the armor weapon that can shoot through walls.
There we go.
So I do not have to go all the way around to kill the robot. And it only takes like 3 shots to kill them instead of 2. So it's not too weak.
Yeah, but we see the grenades are really the most efficient way to get rid of these big guys. And it's also the strongest weapon in the game, right?
Yeah, it's the high explosives. Grenades are the ones I use to destroy the boxes. Yeah, now it's a good time to read 1 donation. In this level there's not much happening.
Absolutely, we have a $20 donation from Sirdan1987. Day 2 of GDQ for me as I wake up. Gonna enjoy this morning with Judge Dredd. Chat, you must enjoy the upcoming runs. It's the law. Thank you very much.
Yeah, alright, so here again I have to activate the terminals. And then already coming up after that level, the Rico fight, which is the end of the movie. I guess you will remember the character and the scene. And in the speedrun, it's the boss fight is pretty interesting. It's one of the more interesting fights. Because you cannot shoot him with your own weapons. If you shoot him, he will drop a special weapon. And with that special weapon, you can damage him. And in total, you need 8 shots. Now I have to farm for 7, because I already hit him once.
Oh, it's that yellow thing he's dropping, which Traviktox is picking up very quickly, and then you see we want to like sort of do this manipulation to have him always running in that circle. Come on.
Oh, and deathless. Usually I die here once, but it's also possible to get him deathless. But yeah, the movie story is over, but not the game. It continues with the comics. They are called 2000 AD. Here on this level, it's a harder ground clip, as you saw, because the ceiling was pretty far to the right, and I had to clip into the ground pretty far to the left. So it was pretty precise.
The most diagonal jump possible, sort of.
Yep.
Yeah, but again, like the setup jump, basically, which is like the flaw of the game, which we're exploiting here, is just that the player's height position sort of doesn't reset when you jump on those stairs.
Alright, so here, usually I have to kill these ninja-like enemies to open the boss door, but because we glitch into the boss room, I can just ignore it.
He's not there yet.
Yeah, because I glitched into it, I have to wait like 6 seconds for him to spawn. And that's it.
Conveniently last hitting him while we're standing in front of the exit door. And, it's happening so fast, you know. Traviktox, just like, he's a fast guy.
Yeah, pretty fast-paced game.
Yeah. Not as fast-paced as The Mask, though. Another funny movie franchise game which Traviktox is speedrunning.
Here I have to destroy these green boxes. And again, I'm gonna use a lot of the armor weapon, which can shoot through walls.
That's very convenient.
Again, another ground clip. Which I didn't mention is that if you fall from a big height, you also want to use your kick right before you land, because that cancels the animation, the landing animation. That's also like a small time optimization.
I mean, I think it's cool that the developers thought of, like, you know, that animation when you drop from large heights. But also cool that you just can use the OP jump kick to cancel the animation there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening so fast. You can see it very slightly before he's landing that he's like executing the jump kick, but since the landing also cancels out the jump kick again, it's like happening really, really fast. Also a fun thing, I always think it's interesting to hear the speedrunners' story, how they got into speedrunning the game. I don't know if you can share that with us.
Yeah, I played that game in my childhood, and then I wanted to know how fast you can beat the game. And then it turns out it's actually a pretty interesting speedrun. And then I loved the game.
And were there any runners or runs yet when you started doing the speed run?
I think only the tests, but not sure. But no, there were no runners, only the tests, maybe. Here I can show you off the arrest mechanic because this level runs on a cycle on that platform. It's not possible to get it earlier, so I can waste some time in showing you off the arrest mechanic.
Collecting the scores.
Yeah, sometimes they even drop weapons, so it can be useful.
Makes sense, yeah.
And of course you don't kill them for your moral decision.
Yeah, karma points. And yeah, so basically you had to do like all the routing we're seeing right now is basically your work when you started doing the speed game, right?
Yeah, I would say me and the Tess.
Yeah, some stuff of the TAS. I guess the ground clip, right? And the...
He found the terminal wall glitch.
The terminal wall glitch, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the ground clip seems so sort of simple, where you just have to jump on that one stair and you're clipping through the floor, that I actually thought that maybe somebody found it casually when they played this game.
Yeah, it seems pretty simple, but I think it's isn't something that happens casually.
Yeah, because you still have to jump at the ceiling to make you fall through the floor, right?
Yeah. And the setup jump has to be more or less pretty precise. It's like a few pixels.
Oh yeah, and we totally forgot to mention there was another boss, something that is happening rarely in this game.
Just with... yeah, the hitboxes in this game are also pretty precise for the boxes, for the bosses, because he used his board as a shield, and I had to hit him on his body. Wow.
Oh, he was out for blood.
Yeah, usually you can just run through him, but sometimes when the game is laggy, he can hit you, and then this happens. He can stun lock you and does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and that was also like some sort of, I don't know if we could call that extended ground clip, right? Where you ground clip and then wiggle through the walls.
Yeah, because the ground clip puts me into the ground, and then I can move in the ground. When it's thin enough, I clip through the ground. But yeah, it's the same mechanic. Alright, now is a good time for 2 or 3 donations.
All right, let's get some more donations going, shall we? We have a $25 donation from Kevlar19. Such a wonderful charity and community. First time watching live. Good luck to all the runners and stay cute, chat. Do you have time for one more?
Yes.
All right, we have an anonymous $50 donation, and they say, good luck, runner. Thank you very much.
Yeah, one more.
Alrighty, no worries. We have a $15 donation from Brian J. New year, new GDQ. Here's to a great week of great runs. This goes to Tilty Orb Monkey. That's right, let's keep that incentive going.
Tilty Orb Monkey.
Here there are these electric barriers. I have to shoot something out of screen. You can hear it maybe. In order to destroy these barriers. So I can proceed. And here again. Yeah, and here the good part about this mission, this level, is that I had to collect this ball-shaped item. Because otherwise here would be another boss. But I'm just gonna skip the boss with this clip.
Ground clipping everywhere.
and the exit doors open.
Yeah, we're also in the last few stages now.
Yep, this is the last world.
Very nice looking level art, I think, in the stage.
Here I can kill these mini-bosses with a quick kill. When I shoot the grenades in the right timing, they do 600% damage. And then they die pretty fast. Usually you need like 5 or 6 high explosive, but then just 2 grenades and that's it. Alright, now coming up the final level and almost time. Like in 40 seconds. But again, 2 mini bosses. As you can see me, I have like 5 grenades left, perfectly fine for the last boss.
There we go.
The hitbox is pretty precise, I have to hit him in his chin.
Yeah, like the...
Now catch the souls. And that's it, time is when the screen starts to fade away.
Nice.
And time.
GG! Woo!
Thank you.
Judge Dredd. I don't know, did you set a new high score?
Probably yes. Yeah, that was Judge Dredd. I hope you liked it. If you want to start the speedrun, feel free to message me on Twitch, Discord or speedrun.com. I will answer all your questions, help you with the speedrun if you want to speedrun this game. As you saw, it's pretty fast-paced if you like these sorts of games. Other than that, shoutouts to the Tess, Archanfil. He did the Tess. I also discussed with him a lot of strats in this game, so that motivated me to speedrun this game. And of course, shoutouts to bambooshadow for helping me with commentary and providing me with the setup with all the consoles, scaler.
The consoles.
Oh, consoles.
Just one console.
Only one is enough.
You know, it's my pleasure. You know, I always like speedrunning on original hardware myself, and you know, if I can help out here to, you know, provide good stuff for, you know, SNES speedruns, you know, it's always a pleasure. And you know, I think the capture looks great. You know, RetroTink 5X Pro with a one-chip console can't get any better than that. And I guess it's, you know, always nice to have a decent setup to speedrun. But you know, nevertheless, if you want to speedrun this game, you can also start out on an emulator. You know, there's no entrance barrier right there. And yeah, I think it's a fun speed game. Maybe gonna pick it up myself. But yeah, thanks for having me for a commentary.
Yeah, thank you, Bamboo. And of course, thank you for AGDQ that I was able to show this game off to a big audience.
Alrighty.
Well. Mega City 1 has been saved in record time. Thank you so much, Traviktox, for that incredible speedrun of Judge Dredd. Got a bit of love coming for that speedrun there in the donations here. $25 from Chelsea. Judge Dredd was a game that made me rage so hard when I was a kid. It's awesome to see Traviktox destroy the game. You know what? I agree. That was incredible. We also have a $10 donation from Willis the Penguin, and they simply say, heart. We got a few more donations coming in while we're waiting for our next run. We have a $5 donation from Let's Go Bonus Games. And speaking of which, let's check back in on our incentive, shall we, for our next bonus game coming up tomorrow, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. The race there between Peters Inc. and Helix. So we need to raise at least $80,000 to get that bonus game, to unlock the bonus game, currently at just under $19,000. So if you want to see that happen, be sure to keep those donations going in and put toward the bonus game incentive. Speaking of which, we have a $10 donation here from Deadline. Shoutouts to Helix and Peter for leading the charge and repping the Super Monkey Ball community. They're two of the most talented and respectable people I know, and I'm certain they're going to knock so many people's socks off with their gameplay. Best of luck to these ballers. Thank you so much. A lot of enthusiasm there. So remember, it can only happen if you get your donations in towards the incentive. Okay, everyone, we're going to go to another quick break, but do not go anywhere. Awesome Games Done Quick 2022 online. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back, everyone. You're watching Awesome Games Done Quick 2022 online. Close to our next run, but let's just read one more donation. We have a $5 donation from IceCool113. Thought I'd leave a quick donation on my quick lunch break at work. Shout out to all my fellow healthcare workers. Love GDQ. Make this towards Runner's Choice and Yoshi Island print. And with that, I believe we are ready for our next run, which I will admit, I am bubbling with excitement to see. So without further ado, let's pop into our next run. It's Bust a Move 4 by Poshi. Take it away.